Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Della Torre, and you're watching MCC versus Hill College. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome volleyball fans. Tonight's matchup is between the Hill College Lady Rebels and the McLennan Highlanders. We got two conference rivals squaring off, and this is one of all the makings of the battle. So far, the Rebels come in at 8-6 overall. They're 4-3 in the conference play, so they've been steady at home with a 4-3 mark. They have built a reputation from their, let's just say, strong defense. On the other side, McLennan enters with a 5-7 overall and 3-4 in their conference, but they have been road warriors this year. 4 out of 5 wins come away from home. So the Highlanders bring a big hitting attack that can overwhelm opponents when they are in rhythm. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after we're about to go off in the first serve here, live from Centex Sports Network.
Welcome to the Volleyball Sports Center. It is Hill College welcomes McLennan College today. Would you please rise for the national anthem? Lineups for McLennan College. Number 4, 5-7, Fletcher. Number 6, opposite setter, Choctaw.
And ladies and gentlemen, as the announcers call out our McLennan Community College players, so long story short, so it's like MCC's power offense versus the Hills defense is like offense, or excuse me, their defense. Washington. Number 9, freshman from Texas.
Benson. Number 10-12, freshman from Grand Prairie, Lisa Cordova. Number 15, sophomore from Poland, Nikola Yaroshevich. Number 15, sophomore from Houston, Texas, Leima Malan. Number 18, freshman from Pflugerville, Texas, Zoe Cecil. Number 23, freshman from Fort Worth, Brittany Goodman. Now your starters for the Rebels. Number 2, a sophomore middle blocker from Tyler, Texas, Kate Lee Vickery. Number 6, a freshman from Mineola, Callie Schmidt. Number 7, a freshman outside hitter from Lindale, Texas, Addison Ridge. Number 11, a sophomore middle blocker from Louisville, Texas, Amaria Lyons. Your captain, number 14, a freshman center from Katy, Texas, Melanie Gasca. Number 16, a freshman outside hitter from Belgrade, Serbia, Maria Lishnik. Number 32, a sophomore outside hitter from Poland, Olivia Yaroshevich. Head coach, David Eward. Assistant coach, Stacia Adams.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, after the announcers give the name for both sides of the team. So the key to this match, so it's high defense and discipline against MCC's power and pressure. Hill holds opponents to just around .1116 hitting, while MCC hammers away at a much higher percentage, around .184 in efficiency. So if Hill can control serves, receives, and force McLennan into errors, they will have the edge. But if the Highlanders get hot from the line and in transition, watch out, they can run away with sets quickly. So buckle up. Hill College versus McLennan Community College is coming your way, and it should be a great one. And ladies and gentlemen, the Rebels will be serving in this first set. Service is good by number 14. Already Carbone setting up for Rimlinger. Rimlinger barely touches it over and gets it going, but back to the Highlanders. Here comes the offense on the outside corner. Almost gets it, but sends it back and looks like it's an out, and point will go to the Highlanders. A little story of McLennan is a pace by Brooke Rimlinger with 156 kills so far in this season, along with Jaya Lee with 136, both averaging nearly 3 kills per set, ladies and gentlemen. And already the Rebels try to make their offense, but goes out of bounds, and point will go to the Highlanders. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Baron Highland, who hits an eye-popping around 41% on efficiency. Service is good by the Highlanders. Back to the Rebels. Outside hit, but blocked in the middle by the Highlanders. Rebels still keeping it alive. Beautiful set from the outside corner. Rimlinger sends it, but... oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is... official said ball was inbound, so point once again, Highlanders. So far 3-0 in this first set. Now Miss Lippy will be serving for the Highlanders. As the crowd pumps up for the players. Good serve, but the Rebels run their offense. Oh, Miss Rimlinger keeps the ball going. We're back to the Rebel side. From the middle and dishes it back to the Highland. And wow. Good play by the Rebels, but once again, Highlanders, they were there a little too short, but now the Hills will have the opportunity to serve. Servers makes it over, and it's good. Here comes the offense of the Highlanders and gets the point. Going off the hands of the opponents, going out of bounds. And now McLennan, 4-1. This Fletcher will be serving for the Highlanders, and ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So it's good. Back to the offense, or back to the Rebel side. Rebel says their offense and sees Lippy, but Lippy tries to save it, but no good. Again, so far throughout the whole season, we've seen the Highlanders play very aggressive in the offense and defense. Everyone has come a long way. Rebels will be serving number 12. Service is good and hits out, and point Highlanders. This Rimlinger will be serving for the Highlanders, and here we go. Service is good. Back to the Rebel side. Rebels run their offense in the outside corner. Wow, manages to get over the net, and point will go to the Rebels. Again, already the Highlanders building up their momentum at the net. They're ready to contest any ball that goes over that net. Number 23 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Back to Lee. Lee with a good dig. To Rimlinger. Back to Lowe. Lowe sends it over. Onto the Rebels offense. Rebel sends it out. It goes out of bounds, and points will go to the Highlanders. Already, fun fact about Ms. Carbone. Carbone has over 266 assists so far this season, ladies and gentlemen. And following her behind is Miss Fletcher. She's got over 100 assists. And number 8, Kaluza will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good to the Rebels side. Rebels keep the ball alive. Here comes their offense. Gets it over, but here comes the Highlanders setting up their momentum, and that was a little miscommunication there, and point will go to the Rebels. Again, MCC leading 6-4. And the Rebels will be serving number 7. Waiting for the officials to give the signal, and the officials say we're good. And that's the service there on the Rebels, and point will go to the Highlanders. We already see the smiles on these girls. They're ready to go. And Miss Carbone will be serving for the Highlanders, number 13. Service is good. Manages to get over back to the Rebel side. From the outside corner, Rebels trying to make their attempt, but MCC blocks, but out of bounds, and point will go to the Rebels. Number 11 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Carbone from the outside corner to Clambe. Clambe gets a good kill on that. Point MCC, 8-5 in the first set. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not liked the video, please do so. Subscribe and share the video so we can continue to bring you more content here at Centex Sports Network. This lead for the Highlanders will be serving. Service is good. Back to the Rebel side. Rebels set their offense in the outside corner, and they find an opening and they get it. So point Rebels already. Rebels are still making their small adjustments, trying to find an opening because they know that once McLennan gets their momentum going, watch out. And number 14 for the Rebels will be serving as MCC still leads 8-6. Service is good. Back to the MCC side. Carbone sets it for... Excuse me. Rimlinger from the outside corner gets it over to the Rebels. Rebels, little error on their end. Point will go to the MCC. So a little back-to-back volley, ladies and gentlemen. As MCC able to get the point, 9-6. And Miss Lippy will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good, gets it over the net, but Rebels keep it alive. From the middle, Rebels try to send it over, but hits the net, and point will go to MCC. Once again, Miss Lippy will be serving for the Highlanders, 10-6, ladies and gentlemen. Service error on that, almost gets it ace. But point will go to the Rebels. Now Rebels will have a turn to serve, and number 14 will be serving. Service is good to the MCC side. Miss Carbone sets it from the outside corner. Clampett sends it over, and the ball's high, and point will go to MCC. And ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that was an ace. Or excuse me, no. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Miss Fletcher will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good. Back to the Rebels side. Rebels run their offense. Fakes it out in the middle, but MCC was ready. Highlanders sends it over. Rebels run their offense. Sends it, and they say it's out, ladies and gentlemen. Point, MCC. Oh, I do apologize. No, they gave it to Rebels. I thought the point... Oh, apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Rebels will be serving. MCC runs their offense outside corner. Soft touch, but gets it over. Once again, Miss Fletcher to Rimlinger. Rimlinger gets it over, and now that should be a point for the Highlanders. And already you saw the MCC making small changes. Now we have Rimlinger serving for the Highlanders. Service is good. Back to the Rebels. Rebels outside corner. Low tries to block it, but oh. Rebels get the point. And substitutions coming in for the Rebels. And MCC still leads 12-9, ladies and gentlemen, here in the first set. And everyone's still warming up. Everyone's trying to make small adjustments to who they're going up against on their players. Interesting dig by Lippy. Highlanders gets it over. Rebels set up their offense from the net. Tries to block it, but no. Good attempt by Lee. Was right there ready to contest it, but the ball was not in our favor, so point will go to the Rebels. Once again, MCC still leads 12-10, ladies and gentlemen. Service is good. To Lee. Lee finds an open in the outside corner and delivers it at MCC 13-10. Once again, good set by Miss Carlo. She was able to find Lee, and Lee able to get one over for a beautiful kill. Calusa will be serving for the Highlanders. Again, MCC plays a high-risk reward, ladies and gentlemen, as we see. Goodness, from the middle, and MCC responds, but no. That was a tough spot for the ball for the Highlanders to play, but point will go to the Rebels. And number 7 for the Rebels will be serving. Once again, MCC 13-11. Service is good to Lee. Miss Fletcher. Outside corner to Lee, but Rebels were right there to contest it. And Lee gets it over after the first attempt didn't go through. Once again, when she decides to swing it downtown or just soft touch, ladies and gentlemen, she will find her mark, and she does, as MCC 14-11, and Miss Carbone will be serving. Service is good. Rebels run their offense. Outside corner number 32. MCC blocks, but point will go to the Rebels. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Heels is holding a steady at home with a record 4-3, so they want to defend their court, obviously, as MCC still has a strong response on the 4-5 away game. Already, Rebels starting to change it, make some small adjustments as they cut the lead 14-13. MCC still leading by 1, and number 11 will be serving for the Rebels. So this is good. Set from the middle. Outside corner 2. Clampett gets it over. Rebels try to find a way to get it back, but point will go to MCC 15-13. Now Miss Lee will be serving for the Highlanders. As she gets herself ready, she sends it over. Oh, almost left the service there for the Highlanders, and point will go to the Rebels.
That's the back in the serve from David Collins.
(15-4). MCC still leads by 1. Number 14 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. To lead to Miss Carbone. Outside corner. Clampett sends it over, but no, Rebels were out there to contest it. Wow, that was a good look by the Rebels from the middle. And now we're all tied up 15-15. It already, with the small adjustments that the Rebels have, now they cut the lead into tie 15-15. Still here in the first set. Number 14 will be serving. Service is good, but the Highlanders set their offense, gets it over, back to the Rebel side. Number 13 from the outside corner, league gets a beautiful dig. Rimlinger sees opportunity and gets it over, but no. Just short from the line and out of bounds, and point will go to the Rebels. Now the Rebels take the lead by 1, 16-15. And they said that's a service ace as the ball was inbounds, talking to the officials. So there's an ace by the Rebels, ladies and gentlemen. So 17-15, Rebels push the lead to 2. Service is good. Rimlinger with a good dig to Lippy. Back to Rimlinger, but misses the mark, and point will go to the Rebels, 18-15. We have a timeout on MCC. Coach Kyle notices that the girls are starting to lose their momentum. He needs to reset. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our sponsor today, RJ's Bargain Center, for being with us. And once again, I'm your host, David Altori, and we'll be right back here at Centex Sports Network.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So in the beginning of the first set, MCC was able to get a strong lead in a couple of runs, but now the Rebels making their small adjustments, now leading 18-15. So let's see what MCC has made some small changes. Number 14 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Lippy with a beautiful dig to Miss Carbone. Outside corner to Rimlinger. And point is awarded to the MCC in the net violation. So now Miss Lippy will be serving. Service is good. Back to the offense of the Rebels. MCC runs their offense, and Miss Clampett finds an opening and gets the point. Already great looks on the outside corner. MCC still favors them outside corners. That's what MCC wants. Miss Lippy once again will be serving. That's a servicer on the MCC, and point will go to the Rebels. And number 32 will be serving as the Rebels lead 19-17. Service is good to Lee. Miss Carbone low finds a soft touching and gets it over, but Rebels on their offense, but no. Hits the net and point will go to the Highlanders. Already back and forth on amazing plays on offense and defense. Small substitution coming in for the Highlanders, trying to get some fresh legs on the court. Miss Fletcher will be serving for the Highlanders, number 4. Once again, as she has an amazing season so far. Great serve. Rebels on the offensive side. Outside corner. Lee with a beautiful dig. Remlinger sees an opening and gets it going, but Rebels able to keep the ball in play. In the middle, blocked by MCC. Back-to-back plays. We got a little volley going on, ladies and gentlemen. Outside from the Rebels. MCC keeps it alive. Once again, the attack. MCC finds in the middle and gets it. Point Highlanders. Now we're all tied up 19-19 after a small little volley. Again, great digs, great sets, great attack, ladies and gentlemen. That's what MCC loves to do. Miss Fletcher, great serve. Rebels set their offensive side. Outside corner, low, tries to block it, but no. Point to the Rebels, 20-19. This is still the first set, ladies and gentlemen. Again, everyone's trying to get the feel for each other, try to see who and what would be a good opening and what person to set to. Number 12 over the Rebels will be serving, and that's a service error, and now we're all tied up 20-20. Now MCC will have a chance to serve. Again, Coach Kyle congratulating the girls, saying, "You're playing very well. Keep the offensive defense going. We want to continue to put pressure at the net." Rimlinger will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good. Back to the Rebel side. Number 11 from the middle, but low. Blocks it in the middle, but Rebels keep it alive. Rebels sends it over, and that's out of bounds, and point will go to the Highlanders. Once again, we talked about Miss Lowe. Whenever she's at the net, when she gets her feet hot, watch out. She'll be right there to contest you at the net. Rimlinger will be serving as MCC leads 21-20. Service is good. Once again, the number 11 from the outside corner, Rebels sends it over, and point will go to the Rebels. Substitution coming in for the Rebels as they tie it up 21-21, ladies and gentlemen. Number 32 will be serving. Brittany is the one serving. Beautiful offense for the Highlanders. Sends it over on the outside corner by Miss Lee. Soft touches back and forth, but now the officials are saying that was a net violation, and wow, point will go to the Rebels, as Coach Kyles was saying that he saw that the Rebels touched the net before they made the play. Little fun fact about the Rebels, number 23, Brittany Hubbard. She has 3 kills so far in her season so far. Service is good. Lippy with a good dig. Keeps the ball going. Lee sees an opening and sends it over to Rebels. Keep the balls going. And they're finding a back opening, and they get one on the Highlanders. 23-21. Once again, Brittany will be serving. And we have a timeout going to the Highlanders as they start to slowly lose their momentum. Again, they're playing very well at the net, offense and defensively. So once again, we'll be right back here at Centex Sports Network.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Del Torre, and I want to thank our sponsor today, RJ's Bargain Center, for being with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, after the point was awarded to the Rebels once again will be serving. Number 23, Brittany. Now, she's not known for her kills. She is known for her sets. She has over 222 this season so far. Highlanders run their offense. Outside corner sends it over above the Rebels blocking, but point will go to the MCC. Now the Highlanders will have the opportunity to serve as they're down by 1, 22-23, and Miss Lowe will be serving. Number 11. Service is good. Rebels run their offense. From the middle, and Highlanders keep the ball alive. Lead back and forth, but the Rebels block it, but it's out of bounds, and point will go to the Highlanders. Now we're all tied up 23-23 as Coach Kyle giving a round of applause for great effort. Once again, Lowe will be serving for the Highlanders, number 11, as we're all tied up 23-23 in the first set. The Rebels on the soft touch, and wow! Highlanders keep the ball going as they send it over to the Rebels. Rebels run their offense. Number 11 sends it down the middle, and beautiful attempt by Rimlinger, but just short, and the point will go to the Rebels, 24-23. Number 7, Addison, for the Rebels, will be serving. So far in this season, she's got 38 kills. Service is good. Rimlinger to Miss Fletcher. Outside corner for the Highlanders, and Rebels caught off guard. And now we're all tied up 24-24. And now, when we're all tied up 24-24, ladies and gentlemen, is whoever gets 2 points straight to win the first set, or to win a set, excuse me. And Miss Carbone will be serving. Again, she has over 266 assists so far this season, and that's a service there on the Highlanders. And now Rebels have the opportunity to serve. Number 11, Lyons, is serving. She has 52 kills this season. Outside corner defines Lee. Lee sends it over. Rebels try to sneak one on the Highlanders, and now point will go to Rebels, and that's set, ladies and gentlemen. 26-24 as the Rebels take the first set. So already Highlanders, great offensive and defensive play, but they're still having trouble finding opportunities to get the kills. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come into the second set, and hopefully Coach Kyle will make some, once again, small changes. Again, the Highlanders are playing beautifully. Nothing wrong going on, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll be right back here at Centex Sports Network.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here coming into the second set as we've seen the Hill College take the opening set 26-24 with a back and forth battle. Neither side giving an inch, but in the end, the Lady Rebels defensive line pays off. But just because Hill now leads the set 1-0, we have seen MCC fight back on the road before. Again, they have won 4 out of 5 victories away, so don't count the Highlanders out just yet, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, Rimlinger will be serving in the second set. You can see the players on the corner cheering their players. Like, hey, let's get hyped up. Let's take this second set. Let's go. Number 17, Rimlinger, great serve. Now running the offensive rim. Wow, already the Rebels find an opening in the outside corner as they get a kill in the second set. Now Rebels will have the opportunity to serve 1-0. Number 7 will be serving the Rebels. Lippy keeping the ball alive, and now Leaf tries to find an opening, but unfortunately hits the net, and now point will go to the Rebels. Again, we've seen great looks by Lee. She will punish you if you're caught sleeping from the outside corner. Service is good by the Rebels. Once again, Lippy back-to-back beautiful digs as Highlanders manages to get it over. From the middle, Highlanders keep the ball going as it back to the Rebel side. Rebels run their offense. Gets it over. Here comes Lippy sitting it. And look at the officials, and they say off the hands, off the player, and point will go to the Highlanders. Let's get Lippy or Carbone, wherever they set the ball. If they catch our outside hitters, Rimlinger and Lee, watch out. And now Lippy will be serving for the Highlanders as they're down by 1 in the second set. Service is good, and that's going to be almost a service ace. Already, this is the first ace in the second set, and no surprise there, as Miss Lippy has known for back-to-back aces before. Whenever they played against Weatherford, if I remember right, back-to-back triple aces. Lippy, great serve, but Rebels keep the ball in play. Outside corner number 32 catches MCC off guard, and the point will go to the Rebels.
to tip for Rebels.
Olivia with that attempt. She's got 59 kills so far in this season. Number 2 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Miss Carbone once again setting it up and low. Tries to send it over, but Rebels keep it alive. And look out! If she can't get an offense, she will get into defense, as we see Lee and Lowe at the net, ready to contest, and they tie it up 3-3. Now Miss Fletcher will be serving for the Highlanders. Once again, players cheering on. The Highlanders almost gets an ace off of that, but Rebels keeps the ball alive, and wow! From a last-second attempt in midair, Rebels pushed it over just enough to get one on the Highlanders. Now they're tied. They push the lead 4-3, and Brittany, number 23, will be serving once again. She's known for her setting, for her sets. Bless America. She's known to set the ball for her players. Now here comes the offense of Highlanders, and looking at the officials, and wow, the official said it was 2-touch on the Highlanders, and now point will go to the Rebels. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought the Highlanders got that point, but the official said there was a 2-touch. Once again, Rebels will be serving 5-3. Once again, you can't down Lippy. That's her great athleticism keeps the ball alive. Now back to the Rebels side. Double back-to-back. Great digs by Lippy, and Lowe sends it over, but Rebels keep the ball in play. Great look by Lee, but just short by inches. Rebels will be serving once again. Number 23, 6-3. And that's a service error, and point will go to the Highlanders, as now they get the opportunity to serve. Again, don't count out the MCC just yet. They've known to make a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. And if you weren't there to see it, well, I recommend you watch that game. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee will be serving. Great serve, almost by inches. Almost gets a ace, but no, out of bounds. Service error on the Highlanders, and now Rebels will be serving 7-4 in the second set. Service is good. Beautiful dig by Lippy. Offensive side, and Highlanders get a great look on the outside corner as Rimlinger punishes the defense of the Rebels. And substitutions coming in for the Highlanders as they're down by 2, 5-7. Kaluza will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good. Rebels running their offensive side. Wow! Tries to send it over, but Highlanders keep it going after a monster hit by the Rebels. Brittany tries to sink one over, but Highlanders, you can't catch them off guard, and bang! Beautiful kill. Great look by the Highlanders. Now they're down by 1. Once again, Highlanders will be serving. Service is good. Brittany sets it up for the offense, and wow, catches MCC off guard. They were there. Already in the second set, MCC is still trying to find the momentum. And number 11 will be serving for the Rebels. That's a service there, and point will go to the Highlanders. And making small substitutions coming in for the Highlanders. As Miss Carbone will do the honors of serve. 8-7. The Highlanders down by 1. Carbone almost gets it over, but that's a service error. And ladies and gentlemen, if it hits the net and goes over, it still counts as a serve. And wow, that was real close. But the point will go to the Rebels as they push their lead 9-7 in the second set. Service is good. And that's a service ace for the Rebels. Already the Rebels are playing a slow, steady offensive defense. Service is good, and Lippy! She was right there, but that's a double ace on the Rebels. Lippy was right there ready to contest it, but the ball did not favor in our way, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, number 14 for the Rebels will be serving as they push their lead 11-7 in the second set. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, back triple aces for the Rebels. And there's a timeout for the Highlanders as Coach Kyle sees the momentum starting to slip away. Ladies and gentlemen, great plays on offensive defense. Right now, Rebels are on a three run with back-to-back aces. MCC needs to make another small changes. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here at Centex Sports Network.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the second set as the Rebels maintain their lead 12-7. Already the small changes on the Highlanders, and now point will be going to them. Coach Kyle saw them, like I said, he saw the momentum losing on these girls. He said, hey, girls, we can do this. Control and execute. Ladies and gentlemen, Rimling will be serving number 17 for the Highlanders as Highlanders gets it over Rebels. Keep the ball alive. Sends it back over Rimlinger with a beautiful dig in from the outside corner. Point will go to the Rebels as Clampett. Unfortunately, the ball met the net. Again, Rebels will be serving number 7. Beautiful dig. From the set, Lee pushes it over Rebels. Almost losing it, but keeps the ball alive. Double assist on the dig in from the middle. Highlanders punishes the Rebels from slacking a little bit. Again, MCC still a little long way to catch up. 13-9 in the second set as Miss Lippy will be serving. Service is good. From the middle, the Rebels get a beautiful cut. It's almost as if the Rebels, they know whose player to stay away from on the MCC side. Again, for the Highlanders, this is where Rimlinger and Lee need to step up on their offense to give the spark to these girls. And once again, beautiful set. Here comes Lee, and there's an error on the Highlanders. 15-9 as the Rebels continue to push their lead. Again, don't count out MCC just yet, ladies and gentlemen. I say it again. I'm going to say it again. They've known to make a comeback. That's an ace on the Rebels, and now 16-9. And number 2, once again, the Rebels will be serving. And that's the service there, and that's what MCC was looking for. 10-16. Now it's their turn to climb up this mountain after back-to-back small errors. And Miss Fletcher will do the honors to starting off here in this serve. That's a service error on the Highlanders, and point will go to the Rebels. And substitutions coming in for the Rebels. Once again, Brittany, number 23 for the Rebels, will be serving. Lippy, great dig. Offensive lead. Lee sends it over. Rebels keep the ball in play. Beautiful dig by Lippy, excuse me. We got a small volley going on, ladies and gentlemen. And Rebels finding an opening in the Highlanders' defensive gap, and they punish them for it. 18-10, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Brittany will be serving for the Rebels. So this is good, and Highlanders keep the ball in play. Charlo sends it over. Rebels run their offensive play from the middle, and look at the officials, and they say the ball was in. Point Rebels. Once again, Highlanders, another timeout. Again, everyone's getting great looks. Everyone is right there where they need to be, right? They just need to find a way to execute on their plays as they're down 19-10 in the second set, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Hello.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Elatori, and we're glad to be sponsored by RJ's Bargain Center. So, the Rebels, once again, steady pace going on for them as MCC's down 19-10. Lippy, beautiful dig. Outside corner, Charlo finds a small opening and gets the point. 19-11. Now, Highlanders will have the opportunity to serve. Jaya Lee will do the honors to be serving. That's a service error on the Highlanders, and point will go to the Rebels. Again, remember the heel edging out the tight first set, 26-24. Now they have carried that energy and discipline to the second set, and it's paying off big for their defense. Highlanders, small error on their end. Now 21-11 as the Rebels once again will be serving. Once again, Highlanders heavy hitters, Rimlinger and Lee, haven't been able to find their rhythm in this set, but again, don't count them out just yet. That should be out, ladies and gentlemen. Point will go to the Highlanders, 21-12. Again, we got to give a little credit to the Rebels on their block from the back row to slowing the Highlanders down a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Kaluza will be serving for the Highlanders. Service is good off to the Rebel side, running their offense. And little small miscommunication. There's your ace, ladies and gentlemen. (21-13). Slowly but steady, Highlanders slowly making their way back up. Once again, Kaluza will do the honors of serving for the Highlanders. And that's a service error on the Highlanders, and point will go to the Rebels. 22-13 in the second set. Small changes coming into the Rebels as, once again, they keep fresh legs on the court. And number 11 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good to Lee. Rimlinger, little opposition, but able to get it over to the Rebels side. Lippy! Oh, great reaction by Lippy. Just wasn't enough. Beautiful pancake, that's what you say. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what a pancake is when the hand slides on the ground and makes contact with the ball or keeping the ball alive. Great serve by the Rebels. Rimlinger sees an opening, and there's the kill shot. Again, 14-23. Highlanders still have a long way to go to catch up. Carbone will be serving for the Highlanders. As the girls pump up the players. Great serve by Carbone. From the Rebel side, Rebel gets caught off guard from the middle by the Highlanders, punish him for it. 15-23. Slowly but steady. Once again, Carbone will be serving. Already small adjustments on the offense of Highlanders, and they're making their way back slowly. Great serve. Rebels. Brittany tries to set it up, but from the middle, blocked by Highlanders. Rebels keep the ball going. High and soft by the Highlanders, and Rebels still keep the ball in play. Small volley going on. And from the middle, from the net, Rebels stop the volley as they get it. 24-15. Point set. If Rebels score, that'll be the second set. Now, again, MCC's known to make a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. So don't count them out just yet. So this is good to Lee. To Miss Carbone. Highland sees an opportunity and punishes the defense for it. 16-24 in the second set. Again, slowly and steady for the Highlanders. Now you can start to feel the momentum build back up once again, ladies and gentlemen, as Miss Rimlinger will be serving. Rebels, offensive play, sends it over. Lippy! Oh! Tough position for Lippy, trying to keep the ball going, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Rebels take the second set 25-16. Again, MCC still trying to find their momentum. They had a wonderful momentum going in the first set, but almost like the second set, like the Rebels switched up their defense just a little bit and trying to slow down the Highlanders. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into this third set, let's see what will unveil. Here at Centex Sports Network, I'm David Del Torre. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
I was on that front line, look, look. I was on that front line. Man, they finna tell us. Look, I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time? Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Latorre, and we want to thank our sponsor once again, RJ's Bargain Center and Handyman's Service. So, ladies and gentlemen, now the Highlanders now trail by 2-0. They have got the firepower to rally, Miss Rimlinger and Lee. They're capable of making big plays. We've seen it throughout the whole season. But they will need a near-perfect third set to stay alive. Again, once again, the Rebels, their service line and ability to keep the ball in play, kind of throws MCC off guard just a little bit. And we see Coach Cowell trying to encourage these girls one more time, saying, we've been in this situation before, now let's make this comeback. And I believe they will. Again, they're shaking their head, noting that they agree with me because I think they can hear me through the mic. But, but ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm your host, David Latorre, and we're coming into this third set at Hill College versus MCC. And you can hear the crowd cheering the Highlanders, saying, don't give up, keep going, we still believe in y'all. And again, all the girls encouraging each other one last time, saying, we got this. Once again, we've been in this situation before. The officials checking in on their rotation. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you have to mind your rotations. Every rotation is clockwise. If you're caught off guard on the rotation, you will be punished for a point error is what they say, I believe. So you always got to keep your rotation in check. Apologies for that little error connection, ladies and gentlemen. And we're off in the third set, and the Rebels able to get one already. 1-0 in this third set, ladies and gentlemen. Number 14 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Libby keeps the ball going and the middle, and already Highland finding an opportunity, gets the kill shot. Now we're all tied up 1-1 in this third set. Once again, MCC needs to get the momentum going. Miss Lippy, beautiful serve. Rebels running their offense from the middle and blocked, and we already see a different energy in this third set from the second set, ladies and gentlemen, from the Highlanders. MCC now leads 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. As the girls cheer their players, let's get this going. Service is good. Rebels able to run their offense. Outside corner. Lippy can't catch her off guard. Saves the ball to Lee. Once again, Lippy. Back-to-back beautiful plays and rally. Rebels keeping the ball alive. Once again, running the offense. Lee gets it over. The beautiful volley going on. Miss Carbone. And again, both teams keeping the ball going. That's what they want, ladies and gentlemen. Great digs, great sets, great offensive plays. But, ladies and gentlemen, I thought there was a 4-touch on the Rebels side, but that's why I'm not an official. Now the Rebels tied up 2-2 in this third set. Number 7 will be serving. And here we go. Rebels serve is good. Lee with a good set. Lippy gets it. Almost gets it over, but point for the Rebels. Again, we already see a different energy from the Highlanders in this third set from the second set. Number 7 will be serving. Service is good. Lippy, beautiful dig. From the middle lead. Look at the officials. And the point will go to the Rebels after a wonderful attempt by the Highlanders. Number 7 for the Rebels will be serving. 4-2. MCC down by 2 to Lee. Oh, that was a good look by Lowe, but as we can see, Miss Carbone noticing that she didn't set the ball high just enough. That would have been a beautiful kill by Lowe. 5-2. Highlanders down by 3. Good. Oh, that's an ace on the Rebels. 6-2. Rebels slowly pushing their lead. And we have a timeout going to the Highlanders. Once again, the first 2 plays of high energy already. Again, this is a different momentum in this third set, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be right back here at Centex Sports Network.
This is why you need Centex Primetime. Jalen Gillis brings the realness. Dive into the heart of sports with the most passionate commentary around. From pro to high school, Jalen's got the insight and energy you crave. Catch all the action weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network, only on YouTube. Join the conversation and elevate your sports knowledge with Centex Primetime. Don't miss it.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate event.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Delatorre. So the Highlanders are in dangerous territory, down 2 sets and already trailing here by 6-2. So let's see if this timeout made some good adjustments for the Highlanders to make. Well, that's already an ace for the Rebels. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebels will be serving number 7. Beautiful dig by Lee. Highlanders keep the ball going. Gets it over to the Rebel side. Rebels run their offense from the middle. Highlanders block. Wow, from the back row. Rebels sends it over and 8-2. Service is good. Lead to Carbone. Another ace by the Rebels. 9-2. Once again, Addison, number 7 for the Rebels, will be serving. Service is good. Manages to get over the net. Now it's Highlanders' turn to run their offense, and they punish the Rebels, but Rebels still keep the ball going, but there's the point. After a steady run by the Rebels, now MCC has the opportunity to serve. Again, Highlanders still have a long way to go. Miss Fletcher will be serving for the Highlanders, number 4. Service is good. And there's an error on the Rebels. 4-9. MCC down by 5, ladies and gentlemen. There's Fletcher. Once again, will be serving. Service is good. And wow, that was a good dig, but the ball didn't go where the Highlanders wanted, and point will go to the Rebels. 10-4 in this third set. Number 12 for the Rebels will be serving. And Lee, what a beautiful look by the Rebels. Blocked from the middle. Number 12, once again. Liz, I believe that's her name, number 12. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it was an awkward position for the ball to be, but Rebels able to get their hands over the net. And point will go to the Rebels 12-4. And Rebels sends it far back, and it's out of bounds, and that's a service error. Point. Highlanders. Now Miss Lee will have the opportunity to serve once again. 5-12, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure is on. And that's a service error on the Highlanders. 13-5 as Rebels continue to push their lead. Brittany will be serving for 23 for the Rebels. Service is good. Miss Fletcher. Oh, that was a good look. I saw the vision. I saw what Miss Fletcher was going to do. She was going to try to get the ball just right for low to deliver the kill, but the Rebels right there in the net. 14-5. Rebels continue to push their lead. Service is good. Good dig by Lee. Outside corner. Remlinger gets it over. Barely. Good dig by Lee. Back-to-back beautiful plays, and point will go to the Highlanders. Liza will be serving number 8 for the Highlanders. Trailing by 8. Service is good. Back to the Rebel side. And a missed touch on the ball, and point will go to the Rebels. Substitution coming in for the Highlanders. (15-6). Rebels still maintain their lead. Service is good. Beautiful dig by Lee. Miss Fletcher on the offensive side. Highland gets it over. Rebels still keep the ball in play. And goodness, Rebels sends it far back corner, and that's out of bounds, and point will go to the Highlanders. Miss Carbone will be serving for the Highlanders. (7-15). MCC still has little momentum to build back up. Service is beautifully done. And wow, look at Lippy keeping the ball going. Highlanders sending it back over to the Rebel side. Rebels run their offense from the outside corner. Carbone with a beautiful dig. Beautiful set by Lippy to Rimlinger. Rimlinger sends it back over. We got a small volley going on. And wow, Rebels sends it far back corner and point MCC. They managed to knock the camera. Poor little camera. This Carmel will be serving for the Highlanders. And that's a service error on the Highlanders. Point Rebels. 16-8. Already service is good for the Rebels. MCC manages to answer back by sending it back over. Number 7 from the outside corner tries to sneak one over, but it hits the net. Point Highlanders. Again, Ladies and gentlemen, don't count out MCC just yet. They still have a little bit to go. Service is good. Back to the Rebel side. Wow! Sees a wide opening in the middle for the Highlanders, and they get punished for it. 17-9 already. Yeah, and MCC has a lot of great talents, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, they're still trying to find their rhythm. Number 14 for the Rebels will be serving. Service is good. Outside corner league. Sends it backfield. Or backcourt, excuse me. 10-17. Miss Lippy will do the honors to be serving. Service is good. Rebels, awkward position. And point would go to the Highlanders after an over in the net violation on the Rebels. And Rebels are now forced to get a timeout as MCC builds back their momentum. So already in this third set, we saw a great strong opening in the beginning of the first plays. After that, MCC started to lose their tempo. But now, ladies and gentlemen, they once again have bounced back, bringing it to 11-17. We'll be right back here at this short commercial break.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
MCC is def.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after that short commercial break. Once again, I'm your host, David Del Toro, here at Centex Sports Network, and we are proud presented by RJ's Bargain Center, a handyman service. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're already in this third set. MCC, great, strong start. Then they started losing momentum, but once again, regained that momentum, forcing Rebels for a timeout. Already from the middle block, MCC, but it's out of bounds. Rebels, 18-11. Rebels number 7 will be serving. The service is good. This Carbone, beautiful set from the outside corner. Clampett sends it back over, but Rebels keep the ball in play. Once again, Lee with a beautiful changeup. Sends it back court, and MCC gets the point. We've already seen small changes on Miss Lee. Instead of her delivering a powerful blow, soft touches or a soft push will do the trick. Miss Fletcher, number 4 for the Highlanders, will be serving. Service is beautifully done. Rebels try to sneak one over, and they manage to get the point, 19-12. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the whole season, MCC's been getting caught off guard just by a little bit on them second touches. Number 12 for the Rebels will be serving. Beautiful dig by Lippy. And ladies and gentlemen, she manages to change it up outside corner, Jayla Lee. That swing says a lot. She says, I'm done with these soft touches. I'm doing a powerhouse kill. And now Lee will be serving for the Highlanders, 13-19. MCC still down. Service is beautifully, but it just inches out. And that's the service error on the Highlanders, 20-13, as Rebels need 5 points to close this set. MCC now a little bit under pressure. Service is good. Lippy! Lippy was trying to get the offensive going, but unfortunately, the ball didn't go where she wanted to. And that's an ace on the Rebels, 21-13. Wow, Rebels able to get it over the net, but MCC ready to make the play, but outside corner. Oh, the officials say it was in. Okay. 14-21. Once again, MCC still has a little bit to go. This is good on the Highlanders. Rebels run their offense. Wow, ball keeps going, but again, everyone's at a great position. They're able to get the beautiful digs, sets, and their offensive plays. But right now, the game is not favoring for the MCC as the Rebels continue to push their lead, 22-14. Service is good. Beautiful dig by Lee. Outside corner, Remlinger punishes it, and point. MCC. (15-22) in this third set, ladies and gentlemen. Rebels in a 2-0, and they're set. This carbon will be starting for the Highlanders. Service is beautifully done. Gets it over to the Rebel side. Rebels run their offense. Number 7 tries to get it over, but hits the net, and point will go to the Highlanders. Already 2 points for the Highlanders, and their momentum continues to build. This Carbone will have the opportunity to serve once again. Service is good. Back to MCC side. Or Rebel side, excuse me. And wow, catches MCC off guard in the back row. 23-16 Rebels. 2 points away to closing the set out. And number 11 will be serving. Service is good. Remlinger on the offensive side, and from the outside corner, beautifully done. Beautiful kill shot. 17-23 now. MCC once again will be serving. Remlinger. Service is good. Once again, tries to sneak one over, but Lippy is not falling for it twice. Wow, good hustle by the Rebels. Back-to-back beautiful sets and plays, and goodness, the Rebels try to do a crazy play, but off the fingertips of the Rebels, and point will go to the MCC. And Rebels forced to make a timeout after they see momentum closing the gap, 18-23. Already, we already see a different momentum from the MCC side. You got to give credits to the Rebels. You know, they came out here, they played very aggressively. Again, MCC still trying to find their rhythm. Again, offensive defense is still on point. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Centex Sports Network. I'm your host, David Della Torre, and once again, we want to thank our sponsor today, RJ's Bargain Center and Handyman Service. So ladies and gentlemen, in this third set, MCC manages to cut the lead 18-23. And Miss Remlinger will have the opportunity to serve. Service is good. Here comes the offense of the Rebels, and MCC still keys over, but Carbone gets it over. Back-to-back beautiful plays. Lippy sends it back over. And that's out on the Rebels, and MCC Smiles and cheers as they once again continue to climb back up. 19-23. Beautiful digs, beautiful reactions on the defensive side on MCC. That's what you want to see right now. Lippy, Carbone, Lowe, everyone who performs beautifully. Rimlinger will be serving. Service is good. Rebels run their offensive play outside corner. Outs. 20-23 already, ladies and gentlemen. Rebels saw an opportunity outside corner, but just a little bit too much outside. Rimlinger once again will be serving. Service is good. 23 sets it up for the outs. Middle. Manages to get past MCC's defensive. 24-20. Match point. 24-20 the third set. If Rebels score this last point, that would be the game. But MCC still has a fighting chance, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, point. Rebels have Miss Lee was trying to get it over, but unfortunately doesn't get her ball just right on their hand. And ladies and gentlemen, Rebels close it out 3-0 on the MCC, 25-20. MCC came in. They came in very strong in the first set, but in the second set, they started losing momentum. Coach Kyle saw that. He tried to make some adjustments, but, you know, MCC, they've had great looks, but unfortunately wasn't able to execute. Now, in this third set, we see that they came out really strong, but as the game progressed, or as that third set progressed, they started to lose that momentum. But when they came back from that timeout, they started to come back alive. They started to make great plays, great looks. But it wasn't enough as Rebels once again takes it 25-20. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm your host David Del Toro, and you're watching Centex Sports Network. And once again, we want to thank our sponsor today, RJ's Bargain Center Handyman Service. And ladies and gentlemen, if you see these Highlanders, please give them a round of applause for their great efforts. And we'll wait to get to the next game here on Centex Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.